The Prime Minister, Robinah Nabbanja, has passed out the first cohort of Uganda Development Bank UDB employees who have been undergoing a one-week transformative and leadership development training at the National Leadership Institute NALI in Kyankwanzi. The Premier says that the training of the Uganda Development Bank employees is necessary to ensure that they are ideologically oriented. She appealed to civil servants to love their country as they deliver services to the people.
It has come at a time after government of Uganda has adopted the 10-fold growth strategy with a goal of growing the size of our economy from 61.3 billion US dollars to 500 billion US dollars by the year 2040.
Nabbanja says that by recapitalizing Uganda Development Bank, the NRM government is availing cheap and affordable money for the private sector to invest and create jobs for Ugandans. Nabbanja says that low interest rates for capital are a prerequisite to the country's socio-economic transformation agenda. She emphasized that UDB should provide an avenue to support the private sector to enable the country to achieve its vision.
When Uganda Development Bank was not being talked about, isn't it? And it was revamped because we need cheap money. We cannot depend on commercial banks. Our private sector needs cheap money to do business. And so, the private sector needs patient capital with low interest rates, hence the creation or the revamping of UDB.
The Managing Director, Uganda Development Bank, Dr. Patricia Adong Ojangole, says that the training is purposely conducted to help the employees focus on serving the people.
For the vision and the support and providing an enabling environment that helps some of us to implement our mandate, and also to our shareholders, the Minister of Finance. And I'll use the opportunity to thank you in person for supporting the bank acquire the additional funding that the bank got last year. We will, with more funding, the bank can only grow and generate a lot more development outcome.
The Director, National Leadership Institute NALI, Kano Okei Rukogota, thanked Uganda Development Bank for the initiative to train the employees to refocus on service delivery.
Rare to see such commitment that a whole institution of government brings all of its staff to come and be regenerated ideologically. And we look forward for continued interaction with you, because you can only get ideologically clear by continuously engaging in ideological discourses, even ideological struggles.
Sam Maitam, the participants' representative, expressed optimism that work will be executed with a patriotic lens.
Our desks with a strengthened resolve to be the servant leaders, pledging to manage the financial resources that have been committed to our stewardship with the integrity of a patriot and the precision of a soldier. We pledge that these lessons from the course will not sit idle in our notebooks, but they will reflect in our actions as leaders who are disciplined, convicted, accountable, and fiercely committed to delivering on our historical mission.
Uganda Development Bank has so far disbursed 2.45 trillion to 607 businesses engaged in commercial agriculture, agricultural value addition, manufacturing, tourism and hospitality, education, health services, creatives and the construction industry. These investments have created 55,553 jobs. Premier Nabbanja began the day's activities by planting a tree at NALI, gave a lecture of opportunity to the participants before inspecting General Salim Salih's building that's under construction.